So I've officially owned this car for a little over a year now, like a year and a couple days now. And there's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I'm gonna start talking about the pros that I've come across after a year now. After owning this car for a year now, I promise you, I've learned so much about this car and about BMWs in general, and a lot about other cars just from working on this car. The reliability has been a lot of shit going on with this car, getting all these different mods put on it. The big turbo, with the maintenance here, something going wrong here, something going wrong there. It teaches you a lot of patience now. And if I ever got another car, I know the next car I get will not be as much of a headache as this, but this genuinely taught me a lot, and I think it's worth it because now I'm damn near double what the horsepower was stock, and I was at like 315, 320 stock. Now I'm at like 550, and that's not even with any E or any barely anything right now from where I'm at. Like I have a lot more to go. Not even I'm touching a drop of E yet. I have actually my low pressure fuel pump, about to throw that in soon, and we're about to go put some E40 in this shit probably this weekend, so stay tuned for that video. When I bought this car, I was an actual NPC. I didn't know anything about this car at all. I didn't even know it had an N55 or N54. I didn't even know the difference. I just thought 335i's all came with the same engine. And when I bought this car, I didn't know shit about anything, about how to mod it, do an oil change, none of that. Now, fast forward a year, and I know every aspect of the car now without even having to look it up anymore. I've learned, like, that's what I'm saying. This car, if you buy this as your first car, this is a car that you can literally learn so much discipline, patience, and it'll teach you, if you're modding it yourself, it'll teach you a lot about the car. You'll learn for future cars in the future. This ain't really, you did it on this, any other car ain't shit. You can't say shit because you've done it on this car first. So I'll tell y'all right now, if I bought this car and it was a piece of shit, I would have told you guys like not to buy this car. I wouldn't be making videos about if it's worth it or not. Like, this is a 2011 car. A lot of nowadays people just want to go buy a new M4, a new G80, all these new ass cars, and they spend all this money on them, but like it's kind of oversaturated. And I love this car. I bought it because I had a 328, and this is like a better version of the 328. It's a manual. Like the interior, this is a 2011 car, okay? And it doesn't look too old. A lot of people will be surprised when I tell them it's from 2011. It's more rewarding building a car instead of just going and buying a car that comes with like 600 horsepower, 500 horsepower, barely doing any mods to it, and everybody else has the same car. It's better to have a more unique car. It's not even just BMW or this car in general, like a 335. I'm talking about any car. You take your time, you build a car not everybody has, and you put your own touch on it. Like I've done a lot of custom shit to my car that I think I've only seen on my car, and that makes me appreciate my car more. It's more unique. I don't really see too many 335i's that are clean, like around here, around me, on the internet in general. I don't really see too many. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. When it comes to the reliability, that is probably the biggest con I've come across from owning this car. The simple fact that this car is 100%, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it is not as reliable as probably 99% of cars on the street. There's only a handful of cars that are unreliable as this. But to be honest, it's not that bad.
Stop the cap.
You're gonna have to learn patience. Like pretty much don't quit, bro. Don't just park it up and just leave it alone for a couple months, come back to it when you feel like it. If you come with an issue, you're gonna have to fight, and you're gonna have to go research. You have to go ask around, spend a little money here and there. You're gonna have to actually learn and go through the trials, tribulations to make this car how you want it to be, how you want to run it, make it run. And another thing, you can't cheap out on any parts. You gotta go buy, not OEM everything from the dealership, but you have to go buy the parts that are actually quality. Like buy the best quality parts for this car, because this car does not like cheap ass eBay parts. You can do cosmetics and shit like that, but like a high pressure fuel pump or a low pressure fuel pump or anything mechanically or for the engine, don't cheap out on any of these parts because they'll break, and it's not gonna be a fun time when you put some cheap ass part on this car and it breaks. If you want to know how to make your 335i reliable, I made a video talking about that, so check it out.